What's up, everybody? It's your boy Pete Golden Lotus, and I'm back with another personal well-being tip. Well, it's not really a tip, it's actually a healthy exercise, just like the other healthy exercises. So we're building some momentum here. I talked about meditation. I talked about figuring out what you're putting out there into the world, using your social media pages as a barometer of paying attention to, I kind of get fixated, I get caught up on this. Meditation as a way of staying present with your every moment experience, but at least 20 minutes a day. And so what I'm coming with today is called course correction. And course correction is something that I'm advocating that most of us take, because we have a lot of stuff, there's a lot of stuff that goes on with our minds on a regular basis that we don't really pay a lot of attention to. And this sort of came to my attention I was just recently in Jamaica on a flight back from there. I noticed this person that was I got fixated on it. The truth is, I don't like flying, so I got fixated on this person in sort of a negative way. And what I did was I wanted to stop my fixation on that, so I tried to find something about that person that I could appreciate. And as I did that, it started to unfold. It kind of opened up my heart a little bit, and I started getting more compassionate, more empathetic. So all that judgment started to dissipate. And the importance of doing that is because if I didn't cut that off right there, we're not always judging externally. After a certain point, that judge is going to turn around and it's going to come back at me. Now, if I hadn't stopped it, let's say, an hour or two before that, eventually all that momentum, all these little things that we don't necessarily pay attention to, all that eventually is going to come down and get focused on me. And what I'm going to start to do is really just criticize myself, do all these terrible things that most of us do on a regular basis. So this is just a great way of dissipating that right off the bat. It kills that negative momentum. Not that it necessarily really does anything for that other person, because that other person doesn't know that this interaction is even happening. This is all something that you're doing to help yourself. So then when that judge comes back for you, after you've snuffed out that momentum, you're going to see it's not as powerful, it's not as prevalent, because the problem with the judge is if it gets really big, we start to believe it. But if we kill that momentum little by little throughout our day, it's not that big. It doesn't really have the same hold over us. So it's a super important thing, something to do, I would say, anytime, especially, here on Long Island, we're driving around like, crazy maniacs, all sorts of parking lot, craziness. It's a perfect exercise to kind of calm yourself down. All these terrible things that you say to other people in cars. I mean, we all do it because, like I said, if you've ever sat on 495 in like 2 hours of traffic, I mean, you really start to lose it a little bit. So this is a really, really healthy exercise to change the momentum, I believe, of your whole life, but definitely of your day. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. Until next time, make sure you keep on checking out my show, but also all the other shows that come out with Blue Chip Media. And there's a lot of great things on design, art. I think there's even law. There's a whole litany of shows. So definitely check them all out, and definitely check me out. Thanks for being with me today.